Using OSC, we are able to control ONYX either on a PC or on a console with the LS Wing, giving us faders and buttons that we can use within the ONYX software. To begin, the very first thing you want to do is make sure that your LS Wing is on the same network as your ONYX console or PC. You also want to have a PC to configure your LS Wing connected to the same network. Now let's go ahead and apply power to the LS Wing. And then we'll press number 5 if it's not already selected for OSC. After 30 seconds, the lights stop flashing, which indicates that the wing has booted up fully. Now you can navigate to the wing's IP address, which by default is 192.168.1.10, or the name lswing.local. You can configure either of these as you wish. Check out our overview video for more information on that. Now, let's go ahead and turn off the OSC remote control, because this is for controlling the LS Wing through another OSC device. And what we're doing here is controlling ONYX through the LS Wing. Now we'll go to targets. We'll choose our target device, in this case Obsidian and ONYX OSC. And then we can set the IP address that we're going to use for controlling our ONYX device over OSC. We can then set our port, which we'll leave at 8000 for now. Heading over to the mapping page, we'll press inside of one of the circles and press Edit. If you haven't created a mapping before, all of the circles will have plus signs. Then press Yes, and we can name our mapping here at the top. Perfect. Now, select any of the faders or button controls and press Add. We can then go ahead, press this side arrow, and configure a command. We'll go ahead and use it to set playback 4, and if we've connected ONYX, we can use the test it either right here on the screen or on the physical surface to test our OSC. Now let's go to ONYX to configure that side of life. Here in ONYX, we can go ahead and press the ONYX menu and go into the main menu. Then we're going to go ahead to OSC and set our port number for outgoing data to 8000. We'll make sure it's enabled on our network interface that matches the IP address we assigned in the LS Wing. Under Devices, we want to make sure to turn on our OSC device. Now the receiving port here is going to be 9000, so make sure you set that in the LS Wing. As a reminder, that would be on the Targets page under Port. Under Devices, we'll enable the first device, set the device space as desired, set the IP address of the LS Wing, and then note that the port here is 9000. Now note here in ONYX, the ports often look backwards to people, but it's exactly correct. The outgoing data from your OSC device will be 8000. That's the incoming port on ONYX, and then the incoming port on the OSC device is the output from ONYX, which will be 9000. Press Apply, exit the menu, and now as I move my fader, I'm able to see the fader move in ONYX successfully. Once you've established OSC control, you can go back to the mapping page and assign the rest of your faders and buttons to what you desire in ONYX. Press Save when you're done, OK, and then you can exit the mapping. Once you're done with that, you can create more templates or just exit this web page, and your wing is now configured. If you want to use the DMX ports on the LS Wing for output from ONYX, you can do that as well. Heading to the node page, you can set the IP address of your node, the subnet mask, set up your protocols, and then your universe numbers, and you're good to go. Over on the ONYX side, we'll want to go ahead into the menu and into the main menu, and this time go to the Ether DMX page. In this example, I'll use SACN and I'll turn it on my regular network interface. Now, I'll select the universes to send, press Apply, and since these match up with what I set in the LS Wing, I'll now see output from the DMX ports on the LS Wing. Enjoy using the LS Wing.